In this video, we will be solving one question related to shares, wherein the shares have been forfeited and it is also reissued also. And after modification of this question, we will solve the same question in some other way after the question has been modified also. First of all, let us see what is the question I have written on the board. Alpha Limited forfeited 250 shares of rupees 10 each for non-payment of first call of rupees 2, second and final call of rupees 3 is yet to be called. These shares were reissued for rupees 7. These shares were reissued for rupees 6 and rupees 7 paid up. The paid up will be rupees 7, but it has been reissued for rupees 6. Now here the generality, let us see what is the generality. First of all, it is to be learned that the price of the shares is rupees 250. It is not issued at a premium also. So first of all, 3 second and final call. The second call is yet to be made. That is 3 rupees is yet to be made. First and final call, first call is of rupees 2, which has not been paid, and because of non-payment, it has been paid. It means application and allotment. It is 5 rupees. That is why it will come to 10 rupees. Because these two amounts, it is still to be called and it has not been paid. The 2 rupees has not been paid and second call is yet to be made. This the remaining 5 rupees is the amount which has been paid. If this has been paid, means this is received, means rupees 5% will be forfeited. This will be the share forfeiture amount. So first of all, the general entry for forfeiture is we have to debit the share capital, and the amount will be number of shares into called up amount. See, share capital account debit. Share capital account debit. Number of shares into called up amount. 250 is the total number of shares and called up amount is up to first call it has been made. Means only 7 per shares has been called up. 3 has still to be, 3 rupees is still to be called. So 250 into 7. This will be the amount to be debited. It will come to 0, 7, 5, 3, 40 plus 3, 15. 0, 5, 3, 1550. 1550 is the total amount which is to be debited. Share capital will be debited. This will be 1550. Now next is the account to be credited will be the which has been paid and which has not been paid. So paid up amount, that is rupees 7 per share has been paid. It will be transferred to with the share forfeiture account will be debited, will be credited with the amount which has been received to share forfeiture account. Forfeiture account, the amount will be 250 into 5. This is the amount which has been paid. 250 into 5, it will come to 1250. And to share first call, the amount which has not been paid. Means the first call amount has not been paid, so it will also be credited to share first call account. First call account, and amount will be 250 into 2, that is, it will come to 500. It will come to 500. So here it means it will be 1570. 250 into 7. 0, 7, 35, 3, 7, 14 plus 3, 70. Yes, 750 will be the amount. So this is the entry for the narration will be being shared. Forfeited for non-payment of, or you can write being 250 shares forfeited for non-payment of first and final call, the first call of rupees 2. So this will be the forfeiture entry. Now it is to be reissued. These shares were reissued for rupees 6 and 7 paid up. So it is issued for rupees 6. So bank account will be debited with the number of shares, and into the it is issued for rupees 6 means 250 into 6 will be the amount, because this much amount will only be received. 6 per shares will be received because it is reissued for rupees 7, but rupees 7 will be considered as paid up. Means it will be considered that you have paid rupees 7, only 3 rupees is to be paid. So it will come to 250 into 6. It will come to 1500. Next, the amount which here it is issued at a discount. Simply saying, since rupees 7 is considered as 7 has been paid up, but you are paying only rupees 6 actually. So 1 rupees discount, it is actually 1 rupees discount is being provided, and this amount of discount will be, you can say, adjusted through the share forfeiture account. So share forfeiture account will be debited. Share forfeiture account debited. The discount amount will be adjusted through share forfeiture account 250. Means what? 1 per share is the discount. So 1 rupees per share is 250 shares into 1, 250, and it will be credited to share capital account. Share capital account. It will be 250 into 7 because it is considered that rupees 7 is paid up. So share capital, the amount will be transferred to share capital into 250 into 7. It will come to 1750. This is the general entry. Being 250 shares issued for rupees 6 as rupees 7 paid up. Being 250 shares reissued for rupees 7 each rupee and rupees 7 paid up. This will be the narration for this end. Now here it is to be kept in mind that the amount of the forfeiture is 1250. This is the share forfeiture amount. Out of this 250 is being used. 250 is being used. Remaining 1000. This remaining 1000 will be considered as capital profit and transferred to capital reserve. The general entry for this will be share forfeiture account debit. Share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve. The balance of share forfeiture will be transferred to capital reserve. This is the general entry 1000. Out of it is 1250, 250 has been used at the time of reissue, and the remaining balance will be transferred to capital reserve because it will be considered as a capital profit, and this capital profit will be transferred to capital reserve, and narration will be being share forfeiture amount transferred to capital reserve account. This is the general entry. Now we did modification in the question. Let us see what is the modification. The question will remain the same. The only difference I am putting here, these shares were reissued instead of these shares. Let us see, only 100 shares. 100 shares were reissued out of 250 for rupees 6 as rupees 7 paid up. The sentence will remain the same as rupees 7 paid up. Here the only difference is out of, this is the only difference. Out of 250 shares, only 100 shares is reissued. Out of 250 shares, rupees called 100 shares were reissued out of 250. Out of the total 250 shares which has been forfeited, only 100 shares are reissued. So what will the general entry in this case? The rest of the question will remain the same. Only instead of 250, 100 shares are issued. Here the first general entry will remain the same. The forfeiture entry. Only difference will when the shares are issued, because out of 250 only 100 shares are issued. So here the amount will change. Here things will change because only 100 shares are issued, and now these are issued for what? For rupees 6 per share. It will come to 600 then. 100 shares into 6 per share. Now next is rupees, as rupees 7 paid up, means rupees 7 paid up will be considered, it is issued for 6. So 7 rupees, 1 rupees is the discount which is being provided here. Means actually out of 4 rupees 6 it is issued, but it will be considered as rupees 7 paid up. So 7 rupees will be considered as paid up, but actually the shareholders or the applicant will pay only 6. So 1 rupees will be the discount. So 100 shares into 1. 100 will be the discount of share forfeiture account, means 100 will be used out of share forfeiture account, and this 100 shares are reissued and rupees 7 paid up is considered. So the share capital will be credited with 700 rupees. It will be credited with 700 rupees. Now here the forfeiture amount, the capital reserve amount will also change. Here what is to be calculated is see how this calculation will be done. Let us see. 250 is the total number of shares which are forfeited, and the forfeiture amount is 1250. For 250 shares, the forfeiture amount is 1250. So for 1, it will be 1250 by 250. Let us see. For 250 shares, the forfeiture amount is 1250. For 1, it will come down 1250 divided by 250. For 100 shares, the forfeiture amount will be 1250 divided by 250 into 100. Means we will multiply this by 100. Means 1 into 100. Since we are multiplying 1 into 100, here also we will be multiplying it with 100. So it will come to 1250 divided by 250 into 100. Now what will the answer? Let us see. 250 into this 5 times. 5 into 100, it will come to 500. This is the proportionate amount. 500 is the proportionate amount. For 250 shares, the forfeiture amount is 1250. So for 100 shares, the forfeiture amount will be 500. Out of this 500, 100 is used. Out of this 500, 100 is used. So remaining, out of this 500, 100 is used up for share. For reissue of shares, 100 is used. So 100 we will deduct. Remaining 400 will be transferred to capital reserve here. It will be 400 will be transferred to capital reserve. Share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve. It means when all the shares are not reissued. It means when all the shares out of 250 only 100 shares are issued. So in this case we will also calculate the proportionate amount. For 250 the share forfeiture amount is 1250. For 1 it will be 1250 divided by 250. For 100 shares it will be 1250 divided by 250 into 100, which comes to 500. Out of this 500, 100 is used at the time of issue of shares, the reissue of shares. So 100 we will use, has been used. 500 minus 100, the remaining amount of 400, it will be transferred to capital reserve now. This amount will be transferred to capital reserve now. Share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve. This is the entry which is reissue of shares. Next, in the next video again we will discuss some more questions wherein we will be solving if the shares are issued at a premium and premium is received or not received. Earlier also we have done, but one or more 2 questions we will be doing further also.